And that was Throbbing Wolfpak with a song entitled Jelly Bean, and I have some of the members up here in the studio tonight. How you guys doing?
Fine, Skizz.
Hello.
And first of all, why don't you start off by telling the listeners who you are and what you do in the band?
Well, I am Flex Montour, manager of the band, and here is Wolfgang Wunderskunk, lead singer and songwriter. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, and from what I understand, you're not originally a Baltimore band, but you're based in Baltimore now. You want to tell us a little bit about your background?
Yes, because it's kind of a sad tale of woe. We, well, the boys here, the Wunderskunk brothers are originally from Keflavik, Iceland, and they signed with Seder Records, who is stationed in Helsinki and Los Angeles, and decided to open another office up here in Baltimore, and as it turned out, they decided not to at the last minute. And the boys had already arrived here in Baltimore all alone, and I kind of took them under my wing.
Ah. And Wolfgang, how do you like Baltimore so far?
I don't understand.
I'm afraid, Skizz, there was a problem tonight. The only two members of the band I brought don't speak any English, or very little English. Klaus was busy tonight, is the only one who really speaks English fluently, and he's busy. But I do have Wolfgang, and I have Kyle Kronker, the new drummer.
Okay, now, you want to tell us a little bit about that last song we heard?
Well, what's there to tell? It's an instrumental written by our guitar player, Tonk Blunt, former lead guitar player from the Furious K-Calls. It's just a little piece called Jelly Bean, You know how guitar players are.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to hear a song from your record that you put out. You want to tell us first a little bit about the record before we hear it?
Well, that was a little bit before my time, but I'll tell you what I do know. That was back in the early days when they first started playing, and the original members were Wolfgang Wunderskunk on vocals, Tonk Bloom on guitar, Otto 9 on bass, and Rolf Fjord on drums. But now there's a new lineup because Rolf Fjord left the band 2 years ago to audition for the part of the Russian Drago in Rocky IV. He didn't get the part, and now he's out of the band. And Otto 9 had to leave to go back home to his native Buenos Aires in Argentina for legal reasons, which I'm not able to disclose. So now our rhythm section consists of Kyle Kronka, former drummer of the band Why Jane Can't Swim, and Lars Larikox from Helsinki, Finland, who was in a band called Men for Men.
Okay, and the song we're going to hear is Wayne's Workout. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, this is another song. It's typical of Throbbing Wolfpak. It was written by the brothers, the lyrics, and it's basically about a boy and his dog. And, well, just play the record. You'll hear.
Okay, we're going to hear Wayne's Workout by Throbbing Wolfpak.
Before old Wayne
song Wayne's Workout by the Throbbing Wolfpak, and I have some of the members up in the studio here right now. You want to tell me a little bit about who writes the songs in the band Wolfgang?
I think this is big song.
Ah, okay. And so which members, like, who writes the lyrics and who writes the music?
I'll answer this one, Skizz. Flex Montour here again. Basically, what happens is the brothers, that is Klaus and Wolfgang, get together, and they'll come up with an idea and write the lyrics, and then Tonk Blunt will lay down the guitar tracks. They'll take the lyrics to him, and he'll come up with some music.
Okay, and I noticed I was at the last show that you did in the area on December 27th down at the Galaxy, and I was wondering, was that your first American show?
Yeah, that was the first show ever with the new lineup, with the new rhythm section, with Lars and Kyle. And we had a few problems that night. See, originally, when we came to the U.S., Tonk was pretty discouraged with our outlook here because there's so many bands in America. It's not like that in Iceland or Finland. And he went his merry way. So it turned out that night that he just happened to be in the audience. And for old time's sake, Wolfgang just had to get him up on stage. And Klaus, had been practicing, for a good 6-9 months. And he had really had his chops down for that night. So Tonk came up and wound up playing for the whole show. He was just supposed to be there for 1 or 2 songs. He wound up playing for the whole show, and Klaus was pretty steamed about it.
And we're going to hear another song from, I guess it's kind of an old tape. Could you tell us which lineup is on this tape?
Well, this is the new lineup, actually. See, the problem is, Skizz, to be honest, right now, since Seder Records decided to stop backing Throbbing Wolfpak, the band's not allowed to play any of their original music from when they recorded back in Frigid Fin Studios. That's all property of Seder Records. And the money's not there, for the studio. So the quality, the boys are not recording in like the conditions they're accustomed to. So there's a problem with the quality in this recording. So that's all I can really say.
You want to tell us a little bit about the song before we hear it?
Well, the boys all went out last week and saw Sid and Nancy. And right after the movie, they went right to the studio and wrote this song. It's kind of a painful little number. It's in memory of Sid.
Okay, and that was the Throbbing Wolfpak, and not really sure the name of the song. What was that called?
It was called Vacuum My Brain. Once again, it's our tribute to Sid Vicious.
Okay, we have a different member besides Wolfgang in the studio now. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well,
Flex.
This is Kyle Kronka, the new drummer of Throbbing Wolfpak.
Hello, America.
Okay, and how long have you been with the band?
About a year and a half now since the boys have come to America.
Oh.
He was originally a session musician at Frigid Fin Studios in Helsinki, which is like, you know, the more I think about those days, and I think about that's not worth going into. But we found him at the Blitzbach. It's Helsinki's equivalent to CBGB's.
Ah.
And he was playing in a band called, let's see, you were in Why Jane Can't Swim. Oh yeah, the Harvey Milkman. That's
Okay.
it, Harvey Milkman. There's a band from San Francisco.
Now, one of the more successful things that have happened to you since you've been in Baltimore is your TV appearance.
Yes.
Television. Well, I'll tell you the truth, Skizz, that wasn't
American
really...
television, wonderful.
That was kind of a fluke that night. What had happened was, that whole Monster Mash thing, we'd made the single. You know, with a little bit of money we managed to scrape together. The boys were all working for a year and a half, and I had my inheritance after my uncle died. We pulled the money together and sunk it all into the single, and we were going to release it, you know, for the week before Halloween. You know, it was going to be our big Halloween thing. And due to a problem in shipping, it didn't get to all the major market areas in this country until the day after Halloween. And, you know, needless to say, we didn't make dime one on it. But we did manage to make it on TV. On Maryland Public Television. On Weeknight Live.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Did you see that show, Skizz?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you? What'd you think?
Didn't capture the Throbbing Wolfpak live feel, I don't think.
Why don't you play the
It was
tape?
interesting.
You know, see if you get any kind of response on it.
Okay, well, we're going to hear the studio version of Throbbing Wolfpak doing the Monster Mash, and then we'll be back to talk with the members a little bit more.
Happened to my Transylvania twist. It's now the mash. It's now the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. The Monster Mash. It gave me a rash. The Monster Mash. It's now the Monster Mash.
That was the Throbbing Wolfpak with their version of the classic Monster Mash. And tell me a little bit, like, where'd you record that one at?
We record that one.
Yeah. If it's
Dave's
not
basement.
too personal. Oh yeah, well-known studio. And never mind, I won't ask that. We had a call during the song. Somebody wanted to know the names of the band members again. So could you run through that once more?
Lead vocals and songwriting, Wolfgang Wunderskak. Songwriter and whimperer, and sometimes guitarist and singer, Klaus Wunderskak. On guitar, Tonk Blunt. On bass, Lars Larry-Cox. And on drums, the man to my left, Kyle Kronk.
Hey,
Tell me, Cal. Is it Cal?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Carl.
Oh, okay.
K-H.
Tell me a little bit. How do you describe the music of Throbbing Wolfpak?
It is very, very big. Come out like big automatic gun.
Big sound, huh?
I think that's pretty accurate.
Okay, now you guys are playing tomorrow night. You want to tell us a little bit about that show?
Yeah.
Big show.
Well, it's kind of embarrassing for the guys. You have to remember where they're coming from, because in Iceland and pretty much all Scandinavia, there's one rock and roll band at one time. Not anymore. You understand? They 3 years ago was Throbbing Wolfpak. They were like the Beatles in 1964, 65. That's what these guys were in Scandinavia. And now they're in America, here in Baltimore. They're just another band. It's kind of sad to have all this talent go by unnoticed. But I think it should be a pretty good show. My only fear is that you got a band like Beyond Words, who's probably the most established band, progressive band in the Baltimore Washington corridor, and Elements of Design, who's probably like the hottest up-and-coming band that I've seen for a while. And, the boys really haven't rehearsed that much, and, they'll put on a good show, Not that they need to practice to put on a good show.
No problem, Flex.
I've been a little bit nervous because, they've been jumping all over the place here, from job to job, city to city, boarding house to boarding house.
So it should be a good show.
And it's been hard, getting practices together.
A big show, right? Okay, is there any future plans coming up for Throbbing Wolfpak?
Well, I think we're just going to have to wait and see what happens after tomorrow night, get some feedback. We have been planning, I really shouldn't say, but, what the heck, the boys are pretty excited about it. We've been planning a cross-country tour.
And when will that happen?
Well, nobody really knows just yet, but we've been planning it.
Okay. We're going to finish off the interview with, I guess, what could be considered your American hit, I Love Me, from the record. Want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, you get kind of bitter when you think of what happened to these guys. It's hard not to use obscenity, Skizz. I won't. But Seder Records, once again, really did take Throbbing Wolfpak for a ride, as it were. Here's a record that toppled the charts in Scandinavia. Helsinki, Keflavik, Reykjavik, all major Scandinavian cities. People couldn't hear enough Throbbing Wolfpak. How much money did they get for it? Ask me.
How much money did they get for it?
Don't ask. This band doesn't have two nickels to rub together.
Kyle, how much money did they get for it?
We got. I can't say.
What he's trying to say is they got the shaft.
Okay, well, we're going to hear the song, but before we do, there's one question that...
I'm still sore from it.
There's one question that I asked the unknown last week that I'm going to ask you guys, and I'm sure you're sick of being asked this, and you're just tired of answering it, but it's something I'm very curious to know, and I'm sure our listeners are also. If you could be any vegetable, which one would it be?
I was gonna say cucumber, but that's not true.
Time's running out.
Okay. I guess the vegetable that best symbolizes this band is probably cauliflower, because
Kumquat.
no, my friend. Oh, you know what? See, I couldn't say a vegetable. I have to say a fruit. I would say a pomegranate.
Oh,
Because
that's
big
nice.
and colorful and very full
Okay.
and kind of fruity.
All right. Well, we're going to hear the song. I'd like to thank you guys for coming up, and I hope a lot of people will stop by to see you tomorrow night. And that, once again, that's at the Baltimore Pub, formerly the Galaxy. So, see you guys then.
Bye.
Thank you.
On my 16th birthday, I got a full-length mirror. I stared at the vision in the glass that dared me to come nearer. I accepted my challenge and placed my lips on mine. I stared into my own blue eyes. Would I be my Valentine? Love me. I love me. I love me so much. And I love me too. I ran my fingers through my hair and gently caressed my face. I tried to picture how I look in Frederick's mesh and lace. Stepping back, I saw my lover, more perfect than a marble Greek. Bashfully, we stepped aside as I played hide and seek.
And that was Throbbing Wolfpak with I Love Me. Once again, they'll be playing tomorrow night down at the Baltimore Pub with Elements of Design and Beyond Words. Well, thanks a lot for listening. My name is Skizz, and I'll be back next week. Stay tuned next for Limey Lounge with Brad.